All right. We are live. That's right. Johnny Five is alive. We're going to chill, shoot the shit a little bit, wait for some folkity folks to roll on up. So, what'd you do today, brother? Anything cool?
No, worked from home a little bit. It wasn't too bad of a day. And then I grabbed some
Right.
takeout dinner, some Korean takeout, and
Oh,
then
shit.
just chilled
Korean.
out.
What kind of food?
I got the bibimbap, the toasted bibimbap.
Hmm.
So it's got the rice and the meat and the veggies in there. It was good.
Okay.
I already took down a bottle of soju too, so I'll be drinking water during this vid.
Yeah, I kind of have to chill on the. Oh, cool! We got 8 people watching already. I have to chill on the. At first, every time I did a stream with you guys, I had to have a beer or something, and then I'm like, okay, I got to cut the weight. I got to lose that gut, get that Eric stomach. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! We got Lee Kill Combat Film Combat Syndicate. What's going on, man? And what's up, Gene? Welcome. Gene, welcome to the stream. All right, get 13 people in here. Let's keep it rocking and rolling here. And so then, I don't know if you've noticed, Gene actually liked the movie. All right.
All right.
To each his own. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I switched it up, and then I started to instead of beer, I started doing energy drinks every time we live stream, just to kind of keep me, awake or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I need to cut the beer, I need to cut the energy drinks, and good old fashioned water with some sugarless flavored packet to spice the water up to make it a frosty beverage.
Oh, nice.
That's what I'm trying to do. So,
yeah.
Cheers, chat. Cheers for hanging out with us today. What's going on? Rare Breed. He's a rare breed. What else you do today, brother?
Well, tonight I basically just chilled out. Just did a little bit more research for the stream tonight. Just picked on Wikipedia, a few websites to see about this movie, and then
because I'm gonna let you, once we get started, I'm gonna let you, because that was my challenge to you, so you will do your thing, and then I'll give my thoughts afterwards. But I have a theory on a few things. I want you to help me out if you think my theory is correct. Okay, but we'll get to that a little bit later. What's going on, Mr. King Palma? That's right. What's crack-a-lackin'? All right. I guess we got enough people in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get it going. All right. We are live. That's right. Phat Samurai guys up in the house with the special guest, Asian movie enthusiast, Eric. Welcome again, my brother.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, to the stream, hanging out. We are here to discuss was Kill Switch 2008, because apparently this is like a lot of movies with that title, Kill Switch. There was some sci-fi movie out there with Dan Stevens called Kill Switch. So there's other Kill Switches out there. Brad Movies, what's going on, brother? But 2008's Kill Switch, starring everybody's favorite Kung Fu Panda, Steven Seagal. And when it all came down to when I was the sexy sumo. What's going on, brother? Diet root beer is what I'm having. No sugar, still tastes like root beer. That's what I'm talking about. Fluffy Pig Monster, what's cracking? So we'll give a little context to the newbies that are just joining the stream right now. So it was during my live Q&A, Steven Seagal filmography discussion. If you guys have missed it, make sure you check it out. It is a long one, but grab some pizza and some drinks and chill out. But a little birdie in the comments kind of told us something, and we were like, really? Really? So I'm like, all right. Eric's going to kill me, but I'm going to challenge Eric. Kill Switch 2008. And he's going to hit me back with something. What's going on? Omegon 32 Electric Boogaloo. All right. Eric.
Yes.
We'll save that to the end. Thoughts? Take it away, sir. let's talk about Kill Switch, Engage, awesome metal band. No, I'm just kidding. Let's talk about Kill Switch 2008. Go ahead, brother.
All right. So Kill Switch, obviously starring the great Steven Seagal, written by Steven Seagal. So keep that in mind while we go through this one. And it was directed by a man by the name of Jeff King, who I'm unfamiliar with, but I looked up some of his other directing credits, and he also did the Steven Seagal film Driven to Kill from 2009, which is the notorious Russian accent Seagal film.
Yeah.
Which is quite ironic, because in this film, Seagal has a southern accent, and it's pretty terrible. So we got Seagal, well, actually, the film doesn't even start with Seagal. It starts at a birthday party flashback, and it's almost like a horror film, because you get lots of really awkward edits and a blue filter, and these twin kids are having their birthday party. They play hide and seek, and one of them gets killed by a serial killer who I don't think even makes an appearance at any point in the rest of the film. Played by
Gary Sinise. I'm just kidding. But why introduce that? But go ahead. I'll let you. It's your floor. I'll jump in later. Go ahead.
So we cut immediately to Seagal in his emotionless face. You're like, oh, well, it must have been something that happened to him as a kid. But we get more flashbacks with that's his face. We get more flashbacks to that scene that gives you a little bit more color, kind of. So in any case, Seagal plays this cop guy. He's kind of a hard-boiled cop. His tactics are unconventional and abrasive, but they're effective, And he's basically hunting down two serial killers. A dude who plants bombs at least once in the film. And then another guy who's like killing all kinds of people. And that's your plot, basically. So this is a good example. I'll give you a few examples of what to expect from this.
Right.
The opening scene with Seagal, you have this woman who's still alive. She's like on the ground, and she has a bomb that's like wired into her chest or something.
Yeah.
So the cops show up, and they're like, "Oh no!" And Seagal's like, "I know who did this." He's like, "It's this dude. I even forgot his name. It's like this dude, and you know what? He's probably watching in that building right over there." And all the cops are like, "Oh, really?" They're like, "Yeah, I guess he likes to watch this stuff." So we get an edit. Right. And immediately, Seagal finds this guy in like this one apartment, in this like apartment complex of like 100 different apartments or whatever. He just shows up in like 2 minutes.
Yes.
The killer leaves his door open. Skull just walks in, and they have a terribly edited fight. Right? Yeah. And then, Seagal saves the day, and he throws a guy out the window, which has 13 different edits.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Because I first counted 12. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm still off. Briscoe, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. So, immediately the editing in this film is going to be bad. Because when you have a scene, if you throw a guy out a window, you might show him go out the window. Yeah. You might show him on the outside of the building coming out of the window. Right. And then you cut one more time and he's on the ground dead or whatever.
3 maximum.
3.
Yeah.
But they use 13. And there's like replays. It's insane. So, that's what you can expect from this. And, Seagal tries to track these guys down. And we get a bunch of hand-to-hand fighting in this. Now, in a hand-to-hand fight, I think we can, me and you kind of agree on this stuff. I like my camera angles a little bit wider, to come back a little bit, keep the edits, minimalized.
Yes.
So I want to see what's happening.
Yes.
And in this film, they do a few things, right? Badly. Too many edits.
Yes.
Too much shaky cam.
Yes.
Too many close-up shots.
Yes.
And if you pay attention, the shots that they use are a lot of times from the back. So if you have two guys fighting like this, you can miss by a foot, and it's harder to tell because the camera is behind somebody. Right. A side-to-side fight seems a lot harder to do because you got to get close to sell it. Right. So they just took the lazy way out and filmed all the scenes, like this. And every time Seagal is shot from behind, it's a stuntman with a really bad wig.
Obvious stuntman.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, was Steven Seagal in any of these fight scenes?
Well, they did film him doing this. You see Seagal doing this in front of the camera. But when you actually see the guys fight, it's showing Seagal from behind, and it's a stuntman.
Oh my God!
It's not. The fights in this movie are not good. So you have editing.
I'm itching. I'm itching for to rant when you're done. I'm itching, but go ahead.
Yeah, so you have, it's a real basic plot. Seagal's hunting these guys down. So really, you want to watch it for the fight scenes, and they're all kind of filmed that way.
Right, right.
And a lot of times, he'll flip somebody at the end, and they'll crash through a table or something. There's a lot of that. And they keep getting up.
8 times, same shot. The same shot, blah blah
over
blah,
and over and over
blah,
again.
blah 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 blah.
So yeah, the fight's not really that good. The story is, I mean, you could pick this thing apart with the story scenes. It's very basic stuff. He's just hunting guys down. You get I think Isaac Hayes shows up in a cameo as like the mortician, and I was like, really? His partner really doesn't do a whole lot. It's just the whole film really just kind of reeks of poor quality.
Yeah.
So I got some notes here. What did I miss? Oh yes. There's multiple scenes of sexual tension between Steven Seagal and a much younger woman.
Yes.
And his reaction, it's like the dude's never been around a woman before. like his reactions are always like so awkward.
Yeah.
Comes on to him and he's just like all awkward and stuff.
This might be some of the best Seagal acting ever. to hold back.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. In terms of violence, there are a few nice little bits of violence in this. Some scenes that get a bit edgy. There's an American History X scene in this. And if you've seen that movie, it's basically, dude, it was an avengement as well. Yeah. You put a dude's mouth on it. And you knock his teeth out. So that was I kind of like that scene. That was a little ballsy.
Okay.
And, some of the violence, I guess, was a little bit impactful. The villains are really just kind of, they were okay at best. Really not much personality. Very cliched lines of dialogue.
Right.
Like their outlook on life. They just talk to themselves like, I found the way of life. Stuff like that. It's just, it's not good. They should have at least gotten somebody to be a good villain to keep you in it. But it didn't really work out.
Or what they should have did was have one of them just be a red herring.
Right.
And then you still had your main villain at the end. But go ahead. Continue, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, the film moves along. You get the basic ending where he finds the guy. And spoilers, of course, for these films, right?
Oh, yeah.
And these are his.
Yeah.
So, he finds these guys. He takes care of business. And then, like, the end of the film, he just kind of leaves because he killed a dude kind of in cold blood.
Yes.
And he goes home or someplace.
Okay, save that because I think that scene is where the 16% came from.
Oh. So it's kind of hard to review this film in a methodical way because it's just kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's not, it doesn't flow well as a story really that well. It's just not interesting, and the fights aren't good.
Right.
So yeah, I kind of had trouble. I mean, there were a few unintentionally hilarious scenes, like when his partner tells a story of the dude who was like eating a dead body or something, and the dude turns around
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, the story is, the dude's eating a body and the cops come and find him, and he looks over and he says, "Does this taste funny?" Because he's eating a clown or something.
Yeah. Like, what is happening? What is happening?
So that's my
gist.
Mess of a review, because the film is such a mess. It's hard to systematically take it down.
Now, before I completely destroy this movie, let's get off. Let me remind chat that's with us, okay, that if you saw my Steven Seagal live stream, you know that I am a fan of his first 5 movies. Those will be action movie classics. That will always remember Seagal for those first 5, and he made a few decent ones afterwards. However, like every action star that we've loved, Stallone, Arnold, Van Damme, all of them, at some point don't make a good movie. It just happens. You can't avoid it, right? You can't avoid it. So if you enjoyed this movie, that's perfectly fine. You're awesome. Thanks for stopping by. However, it is time. It is time for Samurai to put the sword down. Okay? All right. I have my little notes over here too. Okay, keep an eye on chat for me too.
Yeah.
If there's any questions they have to whatever. Soon as the title came up with some bootleg, cheap looking $5 Mario Paint looking title, as soon as that came up, I was like, oh no, we're in trouble. Right after that, horror serial killer starring Gary Sinise shows up to the birthday party and kills a kid that we never go back and reference. It's what was the point of all of that? Okay. Next up, Seagal is remembering Gary Sinise killing the kid. He's sitting on the bed, and the editing is like, "What are you doing?" It's like when the credits were coming up. So the camera slowly pans up to Steven Seagal, and it says, "And Isaac Hayes." It's like, what are you doing? Who edited the credits? That's not Isaac Hayes. It's Seagal. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, we get to the first fight. Dude, this movie, whether you like it or not, I don't know. I need your help, brother. That's why I had to challenge you with this. I need your help. This movie might be, if it's not number one, it's top 3 worst edited fight scenes in history. In history.
I think one of the Resident Evil films had a worse fight scene. Now that I think about it, but it's close.
All the fights in this whole fucking movie, everything was terrible. The first fight up in the apartment with the killer, dude. I'm talking like, look, I know Seagal is older. Fine, just make his movements basic. You know, throw, punch, clothesline, chop. Just make it basic, right?
Well, hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Have you ever seen those videos he does? His training, like, do something like that with a little bit more impact, and I would be happier.
That's it. It's simple. So he fights the dude, the first guy, who should have died when he threw his ass out of the window. I don't know. When that guy came back later, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? He's alive." Well, that fight was edited so bad. It was edited so bad it almost felt like there were frames missing from these fight scenes. Like somebody came in and just cut the frame. Like, okay, chat, look at what I'm about to do right now, right? So Seagal, here's the guy. Seagal does this. He puts his arm around the guy's throat and grabs him like this, choking him out, or to grab him, right? The editing was so bad. There's no defense. There's no defense for these horribly edited fight scenes. There's no defense. Instead of just having him do this, which Seagal is capable of doing, the fucking editor made it look like this. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now? This is terrible! Oh my god!" He grabs the guy's head, he slams it, like he picks up the guy, and just instead of walking him across the room, it's I'm gonna throw him on the bed. What is this? Who edited this and saw this and said, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, great. That was fantastic editing." He slams the guy's head into the table. Look, old school Seagal, hard to kill, out for justice. He grabs the guy's head, boom, slams it in the table. Done, right? What the fuck are we doing in here? What is happening? What is happening right now? Like, I could not believe how bad. And then when you get to the fucking, when you get to the bar fight against the 4 guys, I literally was like, what is happening right now? I showed this fight scene to Lady Phat Blood earlier. I was like, you got to see this. When she got off work, I said, sit down, relax, and watch this. And I should have recorded her. Damn it, I blew it. I should have recorded her. But I'm watching the fight. I'm watching her. I'm watching the fight. I'm watching her reaction, right? And then it went from this. She's watching the fight like this. And then it went from like this, like puzzlement. And then it went from puzzlement to faces like this. And by the end of it, like I could not believe it is so bad. It felt like Seagal came in and just did the lines, did a few movements, and then walked the fuck out. And then they had a stunt double come in and are like, oh shit, we got to pad the fight scene, so let's make it longer. That fight against the four guys, that was way too long. That was way too long of a fight. Seagal in the old days, dead, 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 slam, dead, done.
Well, he slammed the guy into tables, and there was one guy who got slammed like 15 times. He just kept getting back up.
Did you notice? Yeah, did you notice the horrible ADR in that fight too? Because every time they would show the back of Steven Seagal's stunt double, you would hear Steven Seagal go, "Hey, is that all you got, man? Come on, for sure, homie." Yeah, because I'm from the South, you know what I mean? I'm talking this. I'm talking like this for the rest of the movie. My brother showing up. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? And I have a theory. One of my theories, I will discuss the theory with the fight scenes, but one of my theories is later, that wasn't even Seagal ADRing his own shit.
I definitely think a few times he did. Yeah, there was someone else who did his voice.
It was like a totally different voice. I was like, that wasn't even Seagal. It was so choppy, so bad. This guy got thrown here, kind of, and then this guy. It was so bad that they kept reusing shots of Seagal. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. Seagal would just be like this. Fight, stunt double, throws the guy over there. Then they go back to Seagal again. Fight. The guy goes in the table. One more time. But they zoom in closer to kind of make it look like it's a different shot, right? One more time, close up. I could not believe. And and part of that fight when the guy was holding Seagal when he was holding him, and then the other guy started hitting Seagal with the pipe. What the fuck was that? Did you notice that? Every time he came to hit the Seagal with the pipe, there was no like and Seagal going or Seagal blocking it. There was none of that. It was just the guy holding Seagal. And then every time he would hit Seagal, they would just zoom in or cut to a side of Seagal. And there was no reaction. There was no reaction, not even from the stunt double. There was nothing. I'm like, dude, this is just shaky cam, editing, frames being lost, bad ADR, stunt double used way too much. I couldn't believe, and this was the second fight in the fucking movie, man. I couldn't believe it. I could not. I just gave up. And I'm gonna have to take away your point with the curb stomp. I'm taking it away. You know why? You know why? Because as soon as they get outside, the same black guy, yes. They showed after the curb stomp, chat. Oh, let me make sure chat's still with us. All right. After the curb stomp, we got 26 people. You guys fucking rock. After the curb stomp, they show the guy, blood coming out of his mouth, teeth coming out. Oh, but later, like right after that scene, as soon as Seagal walks outside with the hot blonde chick that wanted him, right? As soon as he walks outside, the black guy's on the other side shooting. They have a gunfight now. And they show the guy's face, teeth completely fine. No blood. All of his teeth are there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, dude, what is this? Okay. Hooker getting knocked out with a baby doll.
Yeah. I like that scene. I
did too, but it would have been nice to know if something was in the baby doll. You know, it would have been nice to know if something was in there that got the impact to knock the hooker out and kill her to death and bludgeon her to death. Anyway, all right. So yeah, we went through all that. Let's see, the club sequence when Seagal is in there looking for the guy in the club. Why are the people attacking Seagal in the club? Why? All he's doing, he's just the patron. He's just standing there, and all he's doing, he sees the guy trying to leave, and all he's doing is walking through the crowd, and all of a sudden, people martial arts fighting. I'm like, they're not even security. Did you notice? Yeah. They're not even security. They're just regular people dancing in the club, and then they go after Seagal, and Seagal's flipping them, or excuse me, his stunt double's flipping them while he's on the side going. Okay, what is happening? I mean, later when he got outside, he had bouncers and security there, like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be here." But that whole sequence, where he was fought like 8 dudes, they were just regular people. What is happening? Okay, anyway, we're gonna keep it going. Not only was the editing of the fights bad, we had pointless editing quick cut editing with frames missing for nothing. Yes.
In the gun shoots,
Yes.
there's times where he aims his gun,
Yeah.
and they can't even show him aim his gun. It goes with edits.
Him do, but they're like, no.
Yeah, you cut out, but it's a perfect example of this movie.
What is happening? There was edits for Seagal walking down the hallway.
Yeah.
Why are we editing Seagal? What is happening? And that one scene where he's walking with the female partner, well, not the female partner, but the female officer that was investigating him, the agent. Remember that scene where they walking down the hallway together? Yeah, we're going to check it out, you know what I'm saying? For sure enough, you know what I'm saying? And they walking out there. Did you notice right after that it was a stunt double walking with her?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that we could not get Seagal to walk down the hallway? We had to have his stunt double walk down the hallway. What is happening? What is happening? All right, here we go. So again, we have another fight in a bar at the end with the first serial killer guy. It's horrible. Same, just a shot of Seagal doing that. Doing that, and then cut to the stunt double doing the rest of the fight. Same shots reused again and again. The same shots of Seagal reused again. I couldn't believe it. The only thing I was entertained with, only thing besides the end that earned the 16% was when he had the hammer and he was just going to town breaking all those guys' limbs. Like he just kept going. He's like, oh, I broke your arms. I'm going to keep breaking your kneecaps. He just kept going to where the cops had to pull him off. I was like, hey, yay, movie. Yay. Showing your action hero do the action, and it's not a fucking stunt double or we don't know this shit. That's why I enjoyed that scene. This is bad even for late Seagal standards. Like, okay, Seagal wrote the script, not the greatest script, right? But still, the editing of the fight scenes and the action scenes are bad, even for Seagal. Now I see why Attrition, people are saying, well, not people, but Seagal himself is saying that Attrition is his best movie in years. And I already talked about Attrition. It's a terrible movie, but compared to this, by default, yeah, it's better.
So let's play doctor on a fight scene nowadays. Let's just take Steven Seagal 2020.
Okay.
If you want to do a good fight scene with him, I still think you could have guys coming after him and him using their momentum,
dude,
to throw them on stuff. He won't get hurt.
It's so simple. Sci-Fi Century says the stunt double should have got paid double. Yeah. It's like, dude, it's so simple. Like even Seagal in his prime, the fight choreography and action sequences were not complicated.
Oh, there's some good stuff. Like one of my favorite movies is when a guy's coming at him and he like hits his arm away and then clotheslines him. You know what I mean? Like they could do that now.
Easy.
Easy.
Or a couple of straight punches to the face, like boom, boom, boom. That guy's done. Next. Yeah. Like simple. And
give him a broken pool cue and have him go to town. It's not tough.
He had a hammer. Or the sledgehammer. Kneecap. Here comes another guy. Hit the guy over the head. I mean, it's just simple. Like, it's just, I hope this editor is fired. I hope this editor isn't working again. I feel sorry for the projects he's attached to, but I also have a theory for these fights. Let's get back to my rant here. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So, that was the last thing. Wrapping it up here. So, I don't know. Now, was I, because you pay attention? I analyze films, but you're kind of a step above me in terms of analyzing movies. Did I miss something with the hot wife with the big tits? The one at the end? Yes. Did I miss something? Did they mention or show that he had a family earlier Because from beginning all the way to the end, I don't remember anything about him having a wife or a family.
Well, the one thing I was confused about is there's this like hot lady who lives with him who also works at the same police station, I think, right?
She
and he just shows up at the
later.
beginning of the movie, and this hot girl comes out, and she wants to get jiggy with it, and he's like, nah. He's just like, nah. You know, and I'm like, what's up with this guy? He's just having a bad day, you know? So they never show them being romantic really at all.
No.
Like, they just live together. But then at the end of the film, like, she gets taken out, right?
Yeah.
The girl at the beginning.
Right.
And then at the end of the film, you know, Seagal leaves, you know, and it seems like with again, it might be an editing thing where somebody forgot to put like 10 years later. So I don't know. But like, you know, he just leaves town, and then they immediately show him arriving at this like mansion.
Yeah, beautiful.
And he walks in the front door, and there's like a beautiful lady there with like some kids who warmly greet him.
Yeah, and they're like, Papa.
Did you notice he was checking out the maid when she was walking down the hallway with the kids?
I was confused with that. I was like, why are the camera following the maid? Like, what's happening right now?
And then
I guess that's what he was doing. He was checking out the maid.
The film earned its 16% audience rating when it showed some nudity at the very end of the film, and that's how it ends.
It's like they arrive after he kills them. Oh, another rant. The guy, he whooped his ass easily. No problem in the beginning of the movie. They have some kind of fucking 10-minute fight at the end. I'm like, dude, you jobbed him out like nothing earlier. What are we doing? Anyway, they probably had to pad the movie to make him reach 90 minutes. Yeah, he finds his partner, a female partner that wanted him. He finds her dead. He finds the killer. They have a fight. He ends up killing him, or stunt double kills him, right? Mm-hmm. And then he magically disappears, and the cops show up to his house. And like you said, the cops, you know, the female investigator, that she had this big old speech that, you know, Jacob, I think it was Jacob, right? That was his name. Whatever it doesn't matter. Steven Seagal. I think he's the one going off killing people, and he's hiding it by investigating his own murders. She goes from that big speech to out of nowhere, just walks in out of nowhere and tells the partner, hey, the first serial killer guy that we caught, he confessed to everything, and he also confessed to framing Steven Seagal. And then she walks out, and I was there, and scene. I was like, oh, dude, this is fucking lazy, man. This is so lazy. She goes from this big speech to, it's all over. Yeah, we're good. Now we're gonna wrap it up now. Let's get some McDonald's.
Well, when she made that speech, I was like, wait, is this movie actually going to go there? I'm like, wait, are they going to become a serial killer himself?
That would have been interesting.
Yeah, I was actually a little excited. I'm like, oh, are they going to do this? Like, how's this going to end now? And then they just did nothing with it.
No. So, chat, those of you who are listening right now, thanks for hanging out with us again. That part of the movie, the end, that's how it ends. You go from that. And then they're like, well, where's Steven Seagal? He's gone. He's not here. And then, like Eric said, it cuts directly after that to Seagal in Fantasyland with the beautiful, ridiculously beautiful house. He goes in. He sees some kids going, Papa, Papa. I don't know if he gave him some tiddlywinks and then sent them on their way. I don't know. He gave him something and then this on the way. And then all of a sudden, the hot blonde chick is giving them the googly, boogly, oogly eyes. She's giving them the eyes. And Seagal's giving her the... And then he follows her up the stairway, and she's like totally just, whoop, there's the boobies. There's your 60% rating right there. Just went up from 0. Yeah. And there's like a wrapping of like a bow wrapping for gifts. And she puts it around herself like she's the gift. Seagal goes in there, shuts the door, and looks at the camera. And that is the end of the fucking movie. What happened?
So there are two possibilities.
What happened? He's dead. He's dead. He's dead, and that's a dream.
Either someone, well, that's 3 possibilities. Either someone in the editing bay forgot to put in 10 years later at the bottom of that scene before he goes to the mansion, or he had this family with the blonde lady and the kids. He left them for years. Okay. Went down to the south. Okay. To kill a bunch of bad guys. Okay. And then decided to come back years later.
One line of dialogue could have fixed all of this, or like you said, caption, subtitles, or something comes up to let the audience know what the fuck is happening. But yeah, one line, you know.
But why would he do that? You're leaving a mansion and a beautiful wife and kids to go like
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know where that mansion was. It could have been in a different country because they were speaking a
Ireland?
foreign language.
In Ireland?
Should go to Southern America to take down some bad guys for 5 years for fun?
All we had to do was say, honey, I'm going to go after the serial killer. It's going to be dangerous. I'm going to go away for a while. That's it. One line.
Yeah, they could have done that too.
But no, like you said, he's in the fucking house with the hot cop partner who's coming out. Every time she walks out, she like wants to fuck. She's wearing the I want to fuck robe. All right. And she's giving him the googly eyes. Like,
yeah.
And then there's 2 scenes where he blows her off. And it would have made a little bit more sense if, hey, I'm married, or, hey, I need to use your computer. Do you mind if I come in your house for a second? And then she goes, ooh, oogly boogly boogly.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I get show enough, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? I'm from South. I'm from South. You see my stunt double over there? I ain't doing fucking shit in this fucking movie. He gonna do all of it, motherfuckers. Right? Anyway, yeah. So that's the only 60% this movie gets. Every single fight scene was ruined by the editor. But my theory, and this is where you can jump on it, is going back to, again, Seagal I'm only here for a limited time, my brother. I'm here for a paycheck. I'm only here for a limited time. I'm going to walk in. I'm going to say my lines. And then I'm going to do some Aikido shit. And then you all just take care of the rest. And I'm going to walk out of here. And I think the stunt double came in and had to create this fight scene. And then the editor panicked. I think the editor, I'm not trying to save the editor. The editor can get fired for all I know. But the editor, I think, panicked because on screen there was more stunt double than Seagal. And the editor probably was like, fuck, what do I do? Okay, fuck, we're taking frames out of the thing. We're going to speed it up here. We're going to cut here. I'm going to reuse the Seagal footage to make it look like somewhat of a bootleg fight. That's my theory. What do you think?
That's a possibility. If I don't know, that's tough. See, if Seagal said that going in, and I knew that going in, I would have said, you know what? We need to give this guy a partner, like maybe a C-grade partner who can do some fights and go on his own investigation, and then we could use some of that footage to pad it out.
Right. Cuppy Malik says Samurai. So the movie ends up with a cliffhanger. That's also a cliffhanger in itself. Yeah, that's why I'm not watching any of Seagal's movies. And here we go. Warlord Rising says, controversial opinion, MC's Dark Territory is better than the original. That's an opinion. I would say as an overall movie from beginning to end and with better villains, I would like Under Siege more than 2, but I still have fun with 2 though.
I do too.
Fun. And Under Siege 2 is fucking Ben-Hur.
Oh yeah.
Compared to the kill switch that was not engaged in this fucking movie. Like even Seagal with his weight, when this movie was made in 2008 or 2007, whatever, with his weight and his age, you still could have pulled off convincing fight scenes, very simplistic movement. Here comes a guy, toss, you're through a window. Here comes this guy, whoop, break the arm, done. Here comes this guy, crack, punch, front kick, done. Like, it still could have been done. Like, I am perplexed. Now, somebody earlier was just like, when I posted that we were going to talk about this, they were like, well, hasn't Seagal's movies been like trash, like, later in his career either? Like, why even bother talking about it? But what that person does not know, though, was that this is probably the worst editing of fights in Seagal's repertoire. I mean, I've seen a few clips of Seagal later movies, and the fights are not great, but they're not.
Yeah. I certainly hope not.
I'm going to do this for the rest of the stream. Just so that chat can feel the pain that we felt watching this fucking movie.
You know what I just thought of? I just thought of Steven Seagal doing a shot like this, and then John Cena just going like this.
That's it, chat. You have homework to do. Create this meme. Seagal slap fighting with John Cena, his opponent. You might as well. All the fight scenes in this movie was edited so badly that you could have threw in John Cena. That's it. Just throw in whatever. So show Seagal doing this and just throw in whatever. It could be anything.
Like I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Seagal's earlier stuff, but
that's what I'm saying.
I'm kind of glad I fell out of touch. Could you imagine, like, if a lot of his future films are even close to being this bad? Realize how painful it would be to watch all of them,
dude.
You know what I mean,
dude? It's almost as bad as Bruce Willis's latest works too.
Yeah, I've fallen out of touch with a lot of those too.
Willis is sad, dude. I'm just.
Oh boy!
Let me know when I'm back. Am I back?
Not yet.
Okay.
I can hear you, but you're almost. There you go. There's the Seagal.
All right. Perfect editing, just like Kill Switch.
Yeah.
It's just kind of sad because Bruce Willis has been in some really great movies and did really good acting performances, and now it's just like, hey, break it down for me. Let me know what's going on. What am I, Seagal from the Kill Switch movie?
Now, my question is, do these guys need the money, or
you never know, man?
Like if they saved up, they didn't, they were wise with their funds and stuff. They should just be picking, you use me for whatever. You could do movies from any country too. Some of these. I mean, heck, you could show up in like a Gareth Evans movie or something and do something. You know what I mean? Good.
It's something, but from what I've seen, Bruce Willis is just as bad as Seagal now. He has tons of stunt doubles. No, I get it. He's old.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're stunt doubling your star for simple shit, and it's the same stuff. We just got a guy bald, some random bald guy, and you're showing the back of him. And again, ADR. Bruce Willis is doing ADR. It's just kind of sad, man.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's like at least it's sad our action heroes end up in crap like this, but at least we can always go back to the classics. I can always talk to Die Hard, and now 'tis the season to watch Die Hard right now. You know what I mean? Like, and I can always enjoy. It's almost like your favorite band, right? Your favorite band.
Oh yeah,
the best albums ever. You're like the biggest fan for life, but now they don't make good albums anymore, or they're kind of mediocre, and you're like,
yeah.
But you could still. It's sad, but you could still go back to the early Metallica albums. You know what I mean? You can still go back to the early Slayer albums and enjoy what made them special. So
now, one guy who's avoided that so far is Tom Cruise. I mean, he's made bad movies, but they were big bad movies, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but yeah, like I don't
see Tom Cruise doing C-grade direct-to-video stuff.
No, not yet. Not with them. Not with him, like flying on the edge of the plane, like or hanging on a plane that's taking off in the air.
Like he still puts effort into it. You know what I mean? You can tell he puts, even if it's a bad movie, he puts his effort in.
I hate to say this, but in terms of Hollywood big budget mainstream audience movies, Tom Cruise is the closest thing we have to Jackie Chan right now.
Yeah, I agree.
In the mainstream Hollywood releases. Warlord says, we got it 65 Last Boy Scout is underrated. I agree with that. I want to revisit that. I really do. It's been a long time, but I remember enjoying it though. Was that movie during Christmas too?
I don't remember it being during Christmas. I could be wrong though. It's been a while since I've seen it. I liked it though.
Chad, let me know if Last Boy Scout was during Christmas, because that would be hilarious, because then we can start claiming that now. It's like, I know Die Hard 1 is more favorite over Die Hard 2, but hey, fuck it. Die Hard 2 is a good action movie, and it's during Christmas. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I say we claim it all. We're claiming Invasion USA. Fuck it. We're claiming all these movies. All right? It's not just Die Hard.
Christmas Rush with Dean Cain.
Fuck it.
Remember that one?
Was that the one in the mall?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a long time. I'm just saying, we can have fun. Us men. We can have fun, damn it. We could choose more than fuck. Put Black Christmas on there, the original. Let's put some horror films on there. not just Die Hard.
Yeah.
Let's see here. It says, I might have a bias for Last Boy Scout because I watched the VHS directly after watching Halloween the Quickening. Both really. Oh, wow. Halloween the Quickening. Samurai, what about Surrogates? You know, Surrogates is on the list. I've always wanted to see that. I always wanted to see that. Have you seen that Bruce Willis sci-fi flick?
No.
I remember seeing the trailer and I was always curious about it. But like I said before, I always say it a billion times on the channel. In my opinion, Bruce Willis's last great acting performance and movie was Looper.
Okay.
That's in my opinion. That's my opinion. But not everybody liked Looper, but you can actually see him try in this movie, and the action scenes are badass. So after Looper, it's G.I. Joe, Retaliation, and everything else that. But and Death Wish was it's all right. We went from Seagal to Bruce Willis now.
Yeah.
Hey, if Surrogate's rating is really low, it might be a future challenge.
Uh-oh. You know what movie else? Oh, you know what movie I did watch before this stream?
What'd you watch?
Was Welcome to Sudden Death. Michael Jai White.
Oh, I'm so lucky you didn't challenge me with that. Dude, I have not seen it yet. I still have not seen it.
I won't say anything.
I heard it's bad. I don't know what's bad in it. I just heard it's puke. Now you got me wanting to talk about it with you now. Maybe for a future just stream. Like maybe not a challenge.
Yeah.
This future stream, we'll just talk about movies, and then we'll get back together because I think we both need to talk about that one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about live movie reviews?
Live movie reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would probably work, right?
I was thinking about trying that. That'd be interesting. So we'll talk more later.
Yeah.
But not to get off track, chat. Let's rewind a little bit. We kind of went from Bruce Willis and everyone else. So before we bullshit and do whatever we want now, let's get back to the main meat. With Steven Seagal's Kill Switch movie. What is it? I believe it was no tomatoes for critics. They didn't even bother watching this fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's no rating. But the critics rating, the audience rating, it's 16%, I believe, right? So, and we know what that 16% is for. So, Steven Seagal's Kill Switch. Eric, is it really that bad?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yes. God damn it.
Yeah. Yes, I believe it is. There's a few little bits of entertainment value in it, but not a lot, certainly.
It's actually, there is some value. I'm going to give this movie something. There is, and it's not the boobies. The boobies are nice, but there is some value to this film. You can recommend this movie, and you can show other people this movie for people that want to watch. People that want to film action sequences. What not to do. There is some value. You're getting ready. You're doing an independent feature, or you're doing a big budget feature. You're getting ready to film this fight sequences for both. Hey, check out Kill Switch. This is what not to do. Don't do that. So there is something good about it, the movie. There's some value. Because I know a lot of people go to Alex Cross because Tyler Perry couldn't fight his way out of the bathroom. So the end fight, have you seen the end fight? The end fight between Tyler Perry and Matthew Fox, who's the main villain. I heard he's wasted in that movie. They have a fight at the end. And it's so bad that people always reference Alex Cross's end fight as a good example of how not to do fighting. Because obviously, he's not a martial artist, he's not a stuntman, he's not athletic, he's not a dancer, he's not an athlete. So They just went fucking. This is the whole camp. This is the whole fight. This. It's garbage, and that's the finale fight, dude. That the whole movie built up to that. And Alex Cross is the one people recommend, but I don't know, man. I think Kill Switch is either just as bad. It's right up there with Alex Cross, or at least top 5 worst edited fight choreography. Now, don't say anything because I think another person is going to challenge me on this. Another person. There you go. Here we go. Andre says the fight scene in Alex Cross was a disgrace to all fight scenes. There you go.
Wow.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not alone in that. You can find it on YouTube, man. Just look it up. It's garbage. Whatchamacallit? Where was I going? I was talking about something. Oh, don't say anything. But I might be getting challenged, maybe, by another person to talk about Mile 22.
Oh.
And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that like Mile 22, and that's fine. There's a lot of people that like the movie. I've heard from Phat Ninja and the person that might challenge me with it. I'm waiting. It hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard Iko Uwais' fight sequences, he's completely wasted because the editing they fuck it up. They fuck everything up. And hearing that, this made me mad, dude. It made me mad. It's like, how can you fuck up Iko Uwais? Like, really? And what's the other movie Iko did with Batista?
Batista. Oh, was it Stuber?
Stuber.
I haven't even seen that yet because it's not free. I'm waiting until it's free to watch.
Yeah, I'm waiting until that's free too because I hope. I heard Iko's wasted in that too, but I mean,
but he's like a bad guy in it, so I was hoping he would get a little bit of flashy, like something, because he's the bad guy.
At least as much flash as Jet Li got in Lethal Weapon 4.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah. So Mile 22 might be the next one. But yes, chat and people who just joined right now, thanks for hanging out with us. But yes, if you have missed it, Kill Switch. It's really that bad. Here's the horrible thing about Kill Switch, or what we're doing with this series. Hi, Era Nirvana. We're doing with this series is there's movies that the critics hated and the audience hated, but we like.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we want to give shine on these movies, and let's just challenge each other, because there's some movies that they're not high art, they're not great, but we get entertainment out of it.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of movies that get bad ratings that I like.
Yeah, and we get, but there's entertainment to be found somewhere, even if it's so good, it's so bad, it's good. Mm-hmm. There's still entertainment, like Miami Connection. Miami Connection is fantastic. I'm sorry, it's when you watch it, it's puke. But if you can appreciate bad B movies, but they were trying so hard to make a good martial arts film, you kind of like, you know what? It's fun. I mean, there's some hilarious point. I mean, come on, it's a movie that has it's a Taekwondo school in the daytime that learn Taekwondo with their grandmaster, and then at night they have a band called Dragon Sound. Yes. That plays songs talking about friendship and fighting ninjas. How can you not like this? And then they fight drug dealers on the streets of Rage style, with ninjas and katana swords. And it's gory, it's bloody. And after all the gore and blood, we have a statement at the end saying the best thing for us to have is to move on as human beings is to get rid of violence and have peace. It's brilliant. Okay, like I said, there's good bad movies out there that they're bad, but you can find some entertainment out of it. There was nothing entertaining out of Kill Switch.
No.
Except boobies. And we only saw it once. But yeah, let's see. Hot female cop partner had the googly eyes for him. The hot blonde at the bar had the googly. You're some kind of hot shot, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
She had the googly eyes for him. I think the blonde chick in the club another blonde had googly eyes. And then I'm actually stunned. The partner, there was no Google.
And the library girl didn't seem to like him too much either. So that was nice to see.
But at first,
Well, she helped him out maybe, but a little. But I don't think she had the googlies.
It was kind of weird though, wasn't it? Though, like all
Yeah.
of a sudden she was super sweet. Like, okay, but yeah, it's all right though because he went to the fantasy land. He went to Neverending Story, Fantasyland Mansion, where he had his children there, and he gave him some tiddlywinks, and then he tiddlywinked his wife. But that's Kill Switch, you guys. It's cool if you liked it. It's all good. We can agree to disagree, but it still goes down as of right now. This has to be the worst edited fight scenes I've ever seen in my entire life. And I see you pausing, so I think you're hesitating to agree with me. So I think you've seen some others.
Well, I remember there was a few in the last Resident Evil film that were just totally just reprehensible.
Oh, final chapter?
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible. You're right. You know what? That's a good example too. I couldn't believe it. I was stunned.
No boy. We'll just wait another 5 seconds till Samurai Guy comes back.
Let me know when I'm back.
You're back now.
Okay. Yeah, Paul What Shit Anderson's. He was the same director that did the first movie. And he did what? He did the fourth movie?
I think so.
It's just weird. Like it felt like somebody else was directing because it was like the action scenes were terrible in final.
And that's the next director who gets to work with Tony Jaa. They made a movie with Tony Jaa, so we get another Tony Jaa film to look forward to.
Dude, you got me wanting to do live movie reviews now. Should me and you do Monster Hunter live?
Oh no,
chat!
Oh,
do you want to see us review Monster Hunter live? Where you can join in with us. Well, I mean, I know you got your own thing on your own channel, so you might.
Well, I wouldn't cover Monster Hunter anyway. Oh. But I mean, I would do it with you. But I mean, that's a movie where going into it, I'd say the chances of it being entertaining is about 5% out of 100 that it'll actually be entertaining.
I love how the international trailers show nothing but Tony Jaa. They don't show anything else. And they know their market. It's weird because the international trailers make the movie a little bit more interesting because it's just him and Mila and not a fucking useless, pointless army that's with her. You know what I mean? Some people are saying yes. It says it was the Googlies. Oh, I love his avatar. You see his avatar?
Howzu.
Yeah, man. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's such a batshit bonkers, but man, what a wild ride that movie was. It kind of sucks about that director. I kind of wish he made more.
Yeah, he some of them are tough to find. I reviewed one on my channel called Hanagatami from 2017. It was kind of neat. Not quite as crazy, but a lot of his films have that same kind of oddball aesthetic to them. So that one was a pretty good one.
More people are saying yes. Live movie reviews. They want it.
Monster Hunter.
I know. God damn it. I'm sorry, Eric. He's just like, why? Why? We'd be like, hey, homie. As soon as we get off the stream, man, we're going to talk. I played along because we were live, but no, man, I changed my mind. We ain't. Oh man, how's Ray and Pieces of Work doing? I've been wanting to collab with Ray like months ago before the fucking world got stupid.
Yeah, I know.
I never got a chance to. I should message. I'll message him and.
Yeah, definitely. He hasn't been uploading a lot just since he's been kind of busy on his end, but I'm sure
he's working a lot, right?
Yeah, and plus he's got a young kid too, a new addition to the family recently too. So we may
never see him again.
He'll be back.
You think he'd want to be a part of this?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Maybe I can get all three of us to talk about a movie. That might be fun too.
Yeah,
more than one. Doesn't have to be just one challenge.
Right. Yeah,
that might be fun.
Ooh, kind of like at the end of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, a 3-way standoff.
Yeah, there we go. Egg Shen says yes. Live movie reviews and drinks. Oh yeah, fuck it. The review for Monster Hunter, I don't see being as bad. So it's not like we're gonna get drunk on live. That's the only reason I was trying to persuade Lady Fat Blood, Eric. I was like, come on, the next Fat Pickups video, we drunken review, we just do it live. Come on, fuck it.
Ooh, baby.
She was like, no. She was like, we're gonna do some dumb shit. We're gonna say something stupid. No. I was like, damn it. Oh well. Oh well. Monster Hunter, when does that come out?
Oh, I'm not real sure. I gotta be honest with you. I could actually look it up right now.
Yeah,
Google
I will
Monster Hunter.
take a look at the chickadee chat. What's going on, chat? Norzoff. Yeah, that sounds like a fucking badass name. I like it. Live and drunk reviews. Let's go. Let's go, Eric. People are coming in. Come on. It's going to be our new thing. Norzoff says he thinks December. Well, we got some time before we want to kill ourselves.
Looks like in the United States, how about this for a little Christmas present? December 25th in the United States.
No. Christmas. They have the balls to release this Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yikes. Well, we're going to probably be enjoying our families and hanging out. We're probably not going to be doing no review. It'll probably be afterwards, right? Maybe we'll get together after Christmas.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll probably have time.
Yeah.
Coming up, definitely.
I'm sorry.
Monster Hunter on Christmas night. I'd be like, sorry, Uncle Tom, I can't make it over. I'm reviewing Monster Hunter today. It's like, what?
Oh, you got a question here. You got a question, Eric.
Oh, did you watch the Japanese crime thriller movie with a detective tracking down a killer who uses a toad mask? So I think that might be a museum, possibly. I haven't seen the movie, but I've been wanting to, but it never got a release with subtitles like anywhere. So I never even got a chance to see it. So no, I have not seen that one, if that's the movie you're referencing.
The only thing that came to my head when he said toad was Yakuza Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, 35 people watching. Awesome. Oh, I think somebody, let me see. Brad Movies asks, Fat Samurai's Cowboy Bebop worth watching? Yes, that's a classic. Mm-hmm. Now, here's an interesting thing about Cowboy Bebop. I grew up with it. When Cowboy Bebop came out, I didn't know anything about it. I was like, what the fuck is Cowboy Bebop? What's a Cowboy Bebop? What is happening? And then I heard good reviews about it, and I was like, all right. So it was a blind buy. I ordered it off of Amazon, the first DVD back in the old days, where you get like 2 to 3 episodes a disc, back in the old anime days. And I was hooked, man. The first episode, people get turned off. They're like, it's okay. Just give it 2, 3, 4 episodes. You'll get into it. But it's great animation, hilarious. The action is badass, and you got wonderful characters, a great villain, wonderful jazz blues soundtrack.
Yeah,
that's like amazing. And and not to ruin anything, and I'm gonna spoil it for you, Brad, but at the end, it hurt. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if you felt the same way, Eric.
Yeah, that was one I came to later in life, and I blind bought the complete set, and I watched it all. I binged it in one day. Yeah. So that was definitely a very addicting show. Yeah.
And Brad, after you watch the show, make sure you check out the movie. The movie's dope. The movie's very well done. Check out the movie. Now, I don't know about this live action series we got coming out on Netflix. You know about this, Eric?
I've heard about a live action adaptation for years, so I just stopped paying attention.
It's coming. It's legit. It's coming now. So if any of you out there seen Death Note, it's probably not. You probably couldn't get excited with Bebop. The only sad thing is animation now is so insane. Like, it's either too computer looking where it looks fake, or it's drop dead gorgeous. There's anime shows now that are beautiful. The problem is that the youth of today are spoiled with the anime shows today. So I don't know. I think it might be hard for them to go back to watch Bebop. Do you think? Because this is like mid 90s, right? Or late 98. I don't know. I highly recommend to do it, but I just need today's audience seeing all this, spectacle. It might be hard to go back to Bebop. I still recommend it though. So
yeah, I do too.
Yeah, we're getting Godzilla questions now. All right, you bought that Gamera box set, huh?
Yeah.
I feel I really blew it with that one, man. I blew it. I waited too late, and now it's gone, sold out. Can't get it. It's basically discontinued, so I would have to pay like
on eBay price. Yeah.
I do want, so if I can't have it, I want to at least buy that 4K trilogy in the steelbook of Gamera. That's coming by it separately.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna
those are the 3 best films in the whole franchise.
Yeah,
so
if I'm gonna own something, I might as well own that. So
yeah.
Era says, I think movies now are just pure CGI. I miss the 90s. I miss the 90s and the 80s. Just remember, chat, the best movies implement both. Where they would have amazing practical effects that are enhanced by CGI. And that's how you do it. That's
Jurassic Park, baby.
There you go. Stan Winston's real life fucking T-Rex coming down there with the eye blinking and all that was all fucking real. It was all practical effects. And then for wide shots, you got the CGI. It's supposed to enhance. But yeah, I mean, there's some good CGI movies out there. They exist.
Yeah.
It's just when you rely on just CGI, then Sexy Sumo says you can watch all the Gamera movies on the Arrow movie app. Oh, that's good to know. I keep forgetting Arrow Films has a app. Brad says my brother watched Cowboy Bebop and it's one of his favorite. Oh, well, yeah. You really tell your brother he rocks. So Eric, I know you work, my brother. I don't want to keep you too much. You want to call it a day, or you want to keep chatting for a little bit?
I can hang all night, baby. I don't care if it's a work night. So I'll go as long as you want. I got I don't go to bed until midnight, so that's like 2 hours from now.
Wow.
So I'm good.
Now I know I can call you late and bug you now. Like, Samurai, stop calling me, damn it. All right. Any other, since we're on this topic of horribly bad filmed action sequences, whether ruined by bad direction or editing, we were talking about Kill Switch, talking about Alex Cross. You brought up Resident Evil Final Chapter. Were there any others of note where you were just like, oh, they fucked it up? While you're thinking, I'm going to answer this question. Yes, I have seen the Hellsing series and Hellsing Ultimate, and those are badass, man. I enjoyed those. Yeah, Netflix. Let's start a live action Hellsing series while you're at it. Shit, I shouldn't have said anything. Fuck, now they're gonna do it.
Have you seen Hellsing Ultimate?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's I like that one.
Did you see the one before Ultimate?
Yeah.
It's still good, but Ultimate's the one though. That's the oh shit. Got my nephew up in here. What in the world? What's going on, Yusuf? He said, "What's up, Unc?" That's the little homie right there. That's the little godfather. William's asking, "Are you excited about Godzilla versus Kong next year?" I think at this point, it's just like we just want to see the damn movie. It's like just release the movie at this point. But yeah, sure. It sounds like we're gonna have fucking Mechagodzilla in it. We're gonna, the toy has King Kong holding a fucking axe. So I say, fuck it. If we're not going back to the tone of Godzilla 2014, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, because King of the Monsters we already introduced aliens at this point. They already recognized Ghidorah as an alien. I'm sorry if I say that wrong. As much as I'm a Godzilla fan, guys, I always mess up the name, so give me a break. But it's like at this point, You might as well just bring in Jet Jaguar and Ultraman and some Jaeger.
But in order to do that, my friend, you can't be embarrassed to make a kaiju film, which I feel like they still kind of are, which is why they always have like the rain effects and the snow. And they're like, well, we can't really show these monsters like from a distance in the daytime, like strutting, doing their thing. So they gotta get over that, I think.
Yusuf's asking, who's going to win, Kong or Godzilla? Who's going to win, Eric? I'll let you answer that one.
It's going to be like BVS. They're going to fight. It'll be a draw, and then they'll team up.
Yeah. Or King Kong will win the first round. Godzilla will get them later, and then they'll team up on Mechagodzilla or whatever. Fuck. That's probably what's going to happen. But as long as it's entertaining at this point, man, Rob from ETN, Entertainment Talk Nation, he's already like, he's excited for the movie. He really wants to see it, but he's already kind of given up on the MonsterVerse. Like, he's just like, it's over. Whether this is a good movie or not, he thinks this is the end, and then now future Godzilla films will just happen back in the old motherland of Japan. So I'm jealous of you visiting over there, man.
Yeah.
You're having a blast over there.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see the gun.
Oh, boy. You cut out. Well, while you're out, I'll say... Well, no, I don't want to say anything because you might not be able to hear me. I'll wait a few seconds.
Back now?
I think so. Keep talking.
I'm Seagalling right now.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah, there's like a big, huge Godzilla hotel over there, right? Like,
yeah, there's like a Godzilla hotel thing. There's a Godzilla head on top of like a movie theater. And I went to like the Godzilla store, which is actually kind of a really small store. Yeah. But I picked up a few picture books for Godzilla versus the Smog Monster and Godzilla versus Biolante.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I was jealous. I was like, damn it, Eric's out in the motherland. He's probably a ninja now. I better not fuck with him, He's learned all the ninjutsu ways and shit. Let's see. Sexy Sumo says, Kong better fling poop at Godzilla. Could you imagine if that happened? Could you imagine? Kong, in the middle of a fight, Kong takes a shit, throws it at Godzilla, and it gets in his eyes, and then Kong just spears it. Could you imagine? That's one of those scenes where you have to stop and like look at what the audience is doing.
Yeah.
Like, let's look at the audience's reaction. Like, yeah, that just happened. Kind of like when we watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie, which is a fun movie. I enjoyed it. But when what's it called? Peter Porker shows up on screen. When he shows up on screen, that's what I did. I was like, because I knew he was in the movie. I knew about Peter Porker, but I was just like, oh, this is hilarious. Their reaction. They're like, what the fuck? At this point, hey, anything's up to, bring in the Jaegers from the fucking Pacific Rim movies. Fuck it. Why are they bothering making a Pacific Rim anime for Netflix when clearly that last movie did not do well? And it wasn't a good movie, in my opinion, either.
No.
It had its moments, but it wasn't.
I don't know.
It's just kind of strange. It's like, you'd think they would try to milk success. Even the first film, as much fun as we really liked the first movie, it wasn't like as big of a hit as they wanted it to be.
Right.
So, Phats, are you getting Miles for PS4? It's pretty good. I heard it's really good. I heard it's good. Yusuf's asking, Uncle D, no. People getting jacked over here, man. People getting jacked, and then the people that did the jacking, they getting jacked. So yeah, it's gotten crazy over here, man. Did you hear about the whole Amazon fiasco about the PS5s?
No.
Like, people were getting packages of like dishes and shit. Like, they were getting packages of cat food instead of their PS5.
From third-party sellers or Amazon.
And then Amazon's like, we're sorry, we'll look into it, but here's a $5 coupon. Like, really? No, I'm gonna wait on the PS5, Yusuf. I'll eventually get it. The Miles game, though, I don't know. We'll see. Kind of short on ends right now, but in the future, yeah. I'm gonna start doing some live play gaming on here. I used to do a few once in a while back in the day, but I kind of stopped because I just didn't have the time to play games. But once in a while, I think for fun, I think I'm gonna start streaming, playing video games on here. And chat, they love to be tortured. They love to be tortured and watch a guy who's horrible at video games. That's their fetish. Yeah, die again. Yeah, die one more time. Yeah, fall down. Yeah.
Well, just yesterday, I got done playing a game of Tecmo Super Bowl on my Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh, shit. That's the classic. I know, Rollicon. I know. And I'm so fired because I've had the game. I have it downloaded on my PS4 the whole year, and I haven't touched it. Streets of Rage is like my favorite series. I know. I'm fired. I might, you know what? That may be the first Let's Play streaming to bring me back. I think I might get into some Streets of Rage 4. Did I watch the Tyson fight? No, I didn't want to waste $50. I know some people that appreciate boxing and the sweet science. They got something out of it. But I was just like, I'm not paying $50 for Logan Paul and Snoop Dogg on commentary. What the fuck is happening? What is happening, you guys? What is happening right now? Let's see. Yeah, Tyson. Yeah, I watched highlights. Tyson still can move, and it kind of looked like Roy Jones was just on survival mode. But who knows? Maybe they might do it again, or maybe the fans will get what they really want in the Tyson and Evander Holyfield fight. That's what they really want.
Wow.
Evander Holyfield is still in shape. Like, they could do that next. Fuck it. The senior division, son.
I remember watching that second fight with them, and that was there were some shockers between those two.
Dude, bite in the ear, bro. I'll never forget it. Let's see. What do we got questions here? You can answer questions too, Eric, if you see anything interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Brolocon says, tell Lady Fat Blood crazy Nicolas Cage skit from Jiu-Jitsu was spot on. Oh, God. She's asleep, Yusuf. She's asleep. She works tonight. Hold on a second. Dude, Hillbilly was Harry Heck and Punisher? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Hillbilly was Harry Heck and Punisher. I think Sexy Sumo's on that sauce. It says, Fat Man Holyfield is the best could have went on forever in Cruiserweight. Oh, man. Yeah, that skit of Lady Fat Blood as Nicolas Cage was literally last minute. We were like, sometimes some of our best skits, or at least semi-entertaining skits, are literally last minute. Like, hey, let's do this. Like, it just came out of nowhere.
I like how you took him out with like a pillow.
Yeah, a Totoro pillow. Did you see what kind of pillow it was?
Yeah.
I was like, let's grab a goofy pillow. Let me make it more funny.
I thought of two movies with bad editing during the fights.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Gamer from 2009. You ever see that one?
Fuck. Dude, I have that. And I've only seen it once, though. And that was years ago. I got to rewatch it now.
Bad.
Rewatch it. Was it bad hand-to-hand combat fights, or was it bad gunplay shootouts?
My notes say that it was a lot of shootouts that were badly directed, poorly edited, headache-inducing, way too many cuts per second.
Now I regret buying it.
And then Catwoman. I mean, I would say the basketball scene in Cat. Remember the basketball scene in Catwoman with all the weird edits? And
I remember her ass doing this. I remember that, but yeah, holy shit! You know what? If me and you get challenged to review Catwoman, is it really that bad? I don't know, dude. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it, man. I don't know, man. Oh God, let me not give people ideas that are watching this right now. I'm gonna watch. My phone's gonna blow up right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm gonna challenge you next. Man. Challenge you next week, Catwoman. Oh, yeah. What did I do, Eric? What did I do? Hey, we're down for everything. We just fucking watched Kill Switch. God damn it. If we could get through Kill Switch, we can get through anything. Yo, it's me says, the chemistry with you and Lady are badass. Well, thank you. You are badass. Yo, it's me. Oh, I'm getting a message now. God damn it. Did I just
no
right now? Speaking of Punisher, you like my Punisher bloody case?
Yeah.
Oh God, did I just rig? Dude, I'm scared to look at this. Here we go. Okay, we're safe. There was no Catwoman challenges.
Okay.
We're safe. All right, I got what you were saying, Sexy Sumo. It's a Sexy Sumo link.
Okay.
He sent me a picture of some boobs. Someone says, "I dare you." I binge watch Catwoman. Like, no, once was enough.
Hey, did you watch that? Did you watch that kangaroo fight I sent you?
Oh no! How long is it?
2 minutes or 3 minutes, maybe.
Oh,
you could wait until
all
after
right.
if you want.
I yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, I know you briefly talked about A Seventh Curse during our horror action films live stream. Chat, make sure you check that out if you want to hear a whole live stream of us talking about action horror flicks. I still want to see it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Watching is a hell's a poppin'. I heard it's hell's a poppin'.
Seventh Curse?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Did you find it entertaining though?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Okay. I think you recommended it during our live stream.
Yeah, yeah. Seventh Curse is fun, man.
Okay. All right, cool. I got it in the queue on Amazon Prime.
The other one by that director is The Cat, but it's real tough to find, unfortunately.
What's that one about? The cat?
That's the one about the basically the warrior house cat from another planet and the two aliens that come to Earth and they try to take out like a giant electrical blob that can absorb into humans and control them.
You had me at warrior cat. That's it. I want to see it now. Now, this movie here that Gary's talking about, is this the movie that's like the Street Fighter movie with Street Fighter characters? Or is that Police Cops or something? It's something cops.
Cops and robbers I've not seen.
Okay. But you know what's going on? Future Cops. Did you see that?
Cops.
Dude, you got to review it on your channel, man. Or maybe we can review it together. I don't know if I can find it, though. But, dude, I was just browsing one day many years ago, and I saw clips of people, like Ken Lo. Ken Lo was dressed up like M. Bison. I think Jackie Chung was in the movie. Like, all these Hong Kong actors that we know are dressed up in bootleg Street Fighter outfits, and they're fighting each other. It's called Future Cops.
I've heard of it vaguely, but I've never seen it.
They're doing the Street Fighter moves and everything. It looks hilarious. So, I don't know, future review for your channel, Future Cops.
Oh, yeah, I would watch that.
Because it looks hilarious. About as hilarious as Jackie Chan Chun-Li versus Gary Daniels in City Hunter. Do you know a lot of Gary Daniels films?
No, I don't.
Yeah, because I might do a live Q&A filmography discussion, but I know some of his movies that made me a fan, but there's a lot I have not seen, unfortunately. So.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one. Geostorm. Oh man, I remember the trailer to that. Do you remember that?
I watched it on an airplane flight.
Shit.
I liked it. I like Geostorm, baby.
You liked it as good, bad, or you legitimately liked it?
Well, I liked it as good, bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if you saw my stream with Rob from ETN about The Core. Unfortunately, The Core was not good, bad.
Well, you're 1 for 3 right now because the Hansel and Gretel film you guys liked, but the other 2 that you've covered so far. So 1 and 2 isn't bad so far for this type of thing.
It's not bad. You never know, man. Chat, I hope you guys are listening, but if you want to hear my thoughts on the movie Buy Bust, that's what Mr. Eric has challenged me to watch. And I'll be on, make sure you go to Asian Movie Enthusiasts' channel this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, and then we'll be talking about Buy Bus. You never know, man. I might think Buy Bus is dope.
It's a sneaky challenge. I'm sneaky with this one.
You saw my reaction after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's definitely worthy of the challenge, though. The reasons why you gave it, perfect. So okay. I'm down. I'm gonna watch it Wednesday morning or afternoon, and it'll be fresh. And
I'm looking forward to your opinion on that one.
Dude, it's so bad that I've had that movie for I don't know how long. 2 years, and I haven't even watched it yet.
There's some other Asian flicks I could definitely challenge you with that
I'm ready.
Brewing in my mind for sure.
Hey, dude, start making a list, man.
Yeah,
this is fun. I see the comics here. Oh, here you go. RoboCop 3 would be a good review. Oh,
that movie's painful to sit through, man. Whew.
The only way this would be worth challenging someone is if in the end result was they liked it, and then hearing their side of it, of why they enjoyed the movie. That would be the only way. But the problem is, I challenge anybody with this. I know what the result is gonna be.
Yeah.
That's why the way we're doing things are fun, because we don't know how we're gonna react.
That's true, yeah.
I didn't know how, Rob was gonna react to Hansel and Gretel. So, but yeah. In the comments below, chat, put some suggestions down there. Just put them in there so I can read them later, or put them in the chat, whatever is easy for you guys. Am I back? Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Brolacon, you have a good night too, brother. Thanks for hanging out, man. Brolacon says, say what you want about RoboCop 3 was better than the remake. I'm not apologizing for liking it. Hey, there's nothing wrong with liking it. It's all good. Here's an interesting one. What do you think of this?
No, I years ago. It's been like 15 years since I've seen that movie. I remember the editing being shoddy in that film.
There's good news and bad news. I'm the same way. It's been years since I've seen it. The good news is, oh no, it says Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh no, no. The good news is, you could see the fighting.
Yeah.
The bad news is that it's really undercranked. Like the camera really, like we're talking like Street Fighter Chun-Li kicking, like. But I don't know why I found that movie entertaining. I don't know why. I don't know why, man. That fight Donnie Yen had and that dude with the forest with like the eagle claw, that was so nuts that I kind of got enjoyment out of it. But I wouldn't put it up there as Donnie Yen's like top 5 or anything. Oh, we have a fan. Somebody likes Legend of the Wolf. Dude, where is the Blu-ray release of this movie? Where is the remaster?
There's tons of Hong Kong movies from back in the day that have no Blu-ray releases. It's crazy.
Do you have an all-region Blu-ray player?
I kind of cheat because I have a separate Blu-ray for one of my computers that I use for Region B Blu-rays.
Okay. Because Zavvi.com and Amazon UK and stuff, man, there's some really great releases like from the company Eureka. Oh my god, dude. 88 Films and Eureka, their releases of old school martial arts films, the picture is unbelievable, man. Like really good. And I'm pissed off too because I just bought the Once Upon a Time in China trilogy remastering set from Eureka, and now they just released it in 4K. I was like, god damn. But coming up from Eureka, just to give you a heads up, my buddy Jamie Powell, another YouTuber from the UK, he sent me a picture that's coming from Eureka. So Eureka set of remastered and special features, tons of shit for 3 movies in one box: Winners and Sinners, and then the 2 Lucky Star movies.
Ooh,
All in one box. I was like,
that's
oh,
cool.
that's pretty dope, man. Let's see. Yusuf says, what do you think of I'll let you pronounce that. Go ahead, Eric.
Mahershala Ali.
There you go. And is it true that Wesley got fired for Oh man, there is a lot of there's so many rumors. There was rumors that Wesley choked out the director. I mean, there's take your pick.
Wow.
Take your pick. Me and Daniel, the Sci-Fi Century, did our stream of we talked about all 3 Blade movies. So if you guys are interested, you want to check it out. But Ali is a good actor. So performance-wise, there shouldn't be any issues. My concern, I think everyone else's concern, is how is he athletic? Is he athletic at least? You know, can he at least take direction well and do the fight choreography, have good muscle memory? That's the thing. Will the fight scenes be good? Will he be good in the choreography? Will the fight scenes be filmed well? Mm-hmm. Will the editing of the fight scenes be John Wick, or will it be the fucking kill switch? You know, we don't know. I think performance-wise, I think he'll be fine. I would say if he doesn't have martial arts background, just keep the move simple. What do you think, Eric?
Well, I think in the past, there's been a few examples where a normal actor has really put the time into the training, like Keanu Reeves even, right? Because he didn't, right. I mean, before he was doing his action movies, I don't think he was necessarily into that stuff. Or even Julia Stell in the Raid 2 as Hammer Girl, she didn't really have much. And they worked her out every day until she threw up. Like that's how hard she worked out.
I love her
shape there.
She is great. Yes, Kung Fu Hustle is a classic. But yeah, I think just keep the movement simple. Samurai style slices. Take vampires out with minimal movement, but make it look flashy, make it look convincing.
Yeah.
I think they can do it. I mean, don't give them no Wesley Snipes spinning roundhouse kick in the air like he did in the first. Ali's probably not going to be able to do that. You know, but fingers crossed, man. My concern is it going to be PG-13? And we all know how a PG-13 Blade looks and comes out.
Well, you remember when Scott Derrickson came out and said, "Hey, we're doing the first Marvel horror movie, R-rated horror," and then he's gone now. So I don't know if they're really into it.
Yeah, and I was excited. I was really excited about a horror-inspired Marvel film. I was so excited about that, and then all of a sudden he just disappeared. They took him out. Some ninjas came in and out in the middle of the night.
Joe Pesci style.
Thoughts on Casino Royale, Eric?
Oh, the Bond film.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. Gotta say, Daniel Craig's not one of my favorite Bond actors. He's just, something about him, man. He's one of those guys that, like, I don't feel like he really elevates the film. He's got to be in like a really great film to be good, really good. Whereas, I mean, like a Pierce Brosnan or something like that, he automatically makes the film better, even if it's a crap film. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just the way I feel. But Casino Royale is really good. Yeah,
that's still his best Bond movie. I really enjoyed Skyfall, though.
Yeah,
I like Skyfall, but the Quantum of Solace was like meh, and Spectre was so disappointing because of the potential.
Yeah, the Quantum of Solace, another example of terrible editing during the opening car chase.
Oh my God, the opening car chase sequence was terrible. What are you doing, editor, director? Stop this. Just show him drive the fucking car, man. Jesus Christ. It's James Bond in a badass car in a badass chase sequence. Show him drive the car. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what? I'm gonna do Seagal every time I get mad at somebody.
Oh,
Jesus. Oh, Shaolin Soccer was hilarious. Yes, classic movie right there. Here you go. What's the answer to that one, Eric?
Yeah, that's like a horror comedy. And that's got Stephen Chow. I think Karen Mulk is in that too. I did a review of that for my channel a few years ago. And it's really crazy. Stephen Chow like does a spoof on almost like Leon the Professional. He has like a little plant with him. And he's walking around. It's a pretty funny movie. I definitely recommend it.
Nice.
Or comedy.
Oh, yeah. I'm down.
I think it might be on Amazon Prime. At least that's how I watched it a few years ago.
So, Brad, we just talked about Quantum of Solace and horribly edited driving sequences. You're in good hands with Ronan.
That could be the best car chase I've ever seen in that movie. Dead-end car chase.
Yeah. If they put that as like a car chase movie, but if you think about it, there's only really like one. There's like what, two? There's really not that many.
Yeah.
But they're intense and they're fucking real. There's no CGI. Stunt people are getting fucked up. I love De Niro driving the car. You like his face. You know, he's like. There you go. There's a GIF for you guys.
Jean Reno is in it, so it's definitely worth watching. It's a great movie.
And Sean Bean, perfectly casted.
Yes.
Perfectly casted.
And I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but his storyline ends in such a surprising way. I really enjoyed how that happened.
Yeah. Everybody was in their prime in that movie.
Yeah.
De Niro, everybody. Here we have here, review Kiss of the Dragon. Well, have you done Kiss of the Dragon, Eric?
No, not separately, but I count it as a review because we talked about it in our Jet Li filmography discussion.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm counting that.
Yeah.
Very solid film.
Yeah. Very entertaining. So people, I feel it gets skipped over, you know, for some reason when they talk about Jet Li's movies over here.
Yeah.
I don't remember liking Medallion. But I might, but it's so long ago. I mean, that was years ago. I don't remember liking it, but I'd like to revisit it, though. Here's a question from Egg Shen for you.
Are there any good action movies coming out of Hong Kong lately? I got my old list here. Let me get my new list.
Okay.
I log my viewings down, so just give me about 20 seconds.
Okay. I'll answer Yusuf's question here. He says that I watched The Hunt. Yes, it was great. The Hunt was great. Very entertaining, bloody, gory, dark comedy. That whole movie was dark comedy. Really enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to like it that much. I really didn't.
Yeah, I think it gets stronger as it moves along, definitely. I like that fight at the end was quite surprising.
Dude, they kept going. I was like, this is dope. They're still going at it.
All right.
So we're in trouble when Hilary Swank versus Gilpin is better fight than any of the Steven Seagal fight scenes in Kill Switch.
Oh, it's not even close.
There's
a problem. Not even close.
We have a problem here. Okay, go ahead.
All right, a few action movies from recent years that I really enjoyed. Now, some of these might be Hong Kong, China co-productions. You know, a lot of co-productions. But I really liked Operation Red Sea from 2018. Still
need to watch it.
Wolf Warrior 2 is entertaining, baby.
Oh my God. I had a blast watching that movie, man. I was laughing my ass off and cheering at the same time. That's a great flick.
The recent Donnie Yen film, Enter the Fat Dragon, was more entertaining than I thought it would be. That's actually a pretty fun movie as well.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
What else? Shockwave was pretty cool. That was only a few years old.
Andy Lau, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few there for you if you want to check those out, definitely.
All right. Nice. Yeah, I need to, because I love the now, am I going to be in trouble watching Enter the Fat Dragon with Donnie Yen? Because I love the one with Sammo Hung.
They're completely different movies.
Okay.
I guess it's technically a remake, but if you didn't know that, there's no way you would, if it wasn't named the same, you wouldn't even know.
If I go, Donnie Yen's doing his own thing. There's really it's not really a remake.
No.
I can enjoy it.
I think so.
Okay. Because nothing beats Sammo Hung imitating Bruce Lee to perfection and then kicking the crap out of a Bruceploitation star in the same fucking movie. It's like, why is this movie not remastered? Like, come on.
Yeah, I have like a crappy version DVD.
Me too, dude. Like, you probably got the same one I got, man.
Yeah.
All right. Dragon the Bruce Lee Story, the best Bruce exploitation film ever made. Very entertaining. Oh, we just talked about that. All right. You guys prefer Jackie or Chan or Jet Li? Well, it depends on what mood you're in. You know, are you in the mood for chocolate? Are you in the mood for ice cream? You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it depends on what we love. We love them both. We got some Raid and Raid 2 Redemption here, fans here. All right, Eric, what do you think, man? I'm starting to think the Raid 2 is becoming overlooked. Why is that?
You think so?
I think so. I think because it's its own thing. It's not like the first one. It's a straight gangster drama that gets complicated, but in a good way. And I just feel like when people like, oh yeah, want action films, like Raid is the one. The Raid. No one mentions Raid 2. Why is that? Raid 2 is phenomenal.
Yeah, I saw it 10 times in the movie theater.
What? Oh, yeah. I'm jealous. We were lucky to see it once because it got yanked right after that weekend. I don't know, man. I just feel like the Raid 2 is when we always mention the Raid, we go the Raid films. Right. We and Lady Fabula because we want people to watch the second one. But for some reason, no one mentions it. So, we got The Night Comes for Us. That's another good one.
Yeah.
Thoughts on The Victim? Have you seen that?
Man, I don't remember.
I have it on an old DVD. I've only seen it once, but I remember enjoying it a lot. I remember the fight at the end was dope. I didn't like what happened to Samo. That was just kind of sad. And sorry, spoilers for a movie that came out in 1980. But I was just like, really, movie? It could have been avoided, but whatever. But still, Beardy. What's Beardy's real name? Is it Leon Karyan? Help me out, Eric.
I don't know.
He's known as Beardy. You remember Knockabout?
Yes.
Ewan Bial. He's the guy with Ewan Bial, but he doesn't have a beard. Well, he may have had a beard. Facial hair. He's the guy with him. There it is. Leon Karyan. I was close.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You probably once you look him up, you probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Beardy's fun. I enjoyed him as the villain in Sammo Hung's The Odd Couple. Have you seen that?
A long time ago.
Dude, the weapons fighting scenes in that movie is great. So good. Fat Samurai Guy, have you seen Lucky Number 11? It's one of the most under. You know what? I did see that. I thought it was solid. I thought that was a solid little action thriller. That's a solid movie. The best part of that movie, though, is the scene where you have the two greats. You got Ben Kingsley tied up on a chair, and on the other side is Morgan Freeman. And they're both gangsters, and they're both rivals. But Ben Kingsley thinks Morgan Freeman killed his son. So the rivalry has increased, right? But their acting in that scene with each other is like great. It's really, really, really. It's the best part of the movie for me. But yeah, it's got some shooting in there, and Bruce Willis is in there for a little bit. Let's see. What is the name of that movie that kind of traumatized me? And it stars Beardy. Oh, what is it called? Help me out, chat. Is it the Shaolin Mantis? Oh. Is it the Mantis? Help me out, chat. Praying Mantis, Shaolin Mantis, the Mantis, something like that. If you watch that movie, Eric, if you watch it, yeah. I just like it's your traditional old school. It's nothing new.
Hmm.
Traditional old school kung fu film. You got Beardy, who's kind of like the ragamuffin knucklehead. He's out there, and he hooks up with this master, teaches him the praying mantis, whatever the fuck style. Thundering Mantis. That's the name of the movie. Thundering Mantis. And
Yeah, I have not seen that one.
he learns from his teacher and he fights the bad guy. Right? It's nothing new. Nothing new.
Yeah.
There it is. Thank you, Gary. There is. It's a very lighthearted type of kung fu tale. But then the third act gets real, and then the finale, I was like,
Hmm.
that was my reaction. Right before the end credits, I was like, did that just happen? Did that just happen? Like, it got real dark quick. And then the movie just ends, like the end. I'm just like left there like, that just, what the fuck? Like, it got brutal. Like, I don't know. It got pretty violent, but yeah. If you're bored and you can find it somewhere, Thundering Mantis is the name of that movie. It's like the very last shot before it goes through, the very last still frame, and it goes the end. Beardy does something, and you're like, is that happening right now? Is that happening? I don't know if you want me to tell you?
No, well,
Okay.
I'll check it out. I'm sure it's
the whole tone of the movie wasn't the finale, so I was just kind of like, I wasn't expecting it. So, chat's telling you probably see this spoiler now. It's like, what? They're spoiling it in chat, but it's all good. Yeah, The Odd Couple though, really. Did you see Dirty Tiger, Crazy Frog?
No.
That was the first pairing of. There were 3 movies they made together, and it was Lu Chi-liang's brother. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. You know Lu Chi-liang is. Not Lu Chi-liang, Larkon Leung.
Okay, yeah.
You know who his brother is? He's in a lot of his movies.
Okay.
I
would notice him, yeah.
They had that crazy fight in the Shaw Brothers with all legendary weapons of Kung Fu.
Oh, okay.
Again, well, that actor, he's his brother in real life. That actor teamed up with Sammo temporarily, and they made a fun little Kung Fu comedy called Dirty Tiger, Crazy Frog. And I think after that was Odd Couple, where they fought each other, and then they played each other's masters and fought each other. And then the third one, I think, was, or kind of pairing team up, was Skinny Tiger, Fatty Dragon, I think.
Oh, okay.
All right. But yeah, Leon Car Wing. Yeah, that's his name. I'm horrible with these names. That's why I got you here, Eric.
We're in trouble.
Skinny Tiger, Fatty Dragon, no. Thoughts?
I haven't seen that one.
What?
No.
You see everything.
I know. I'm the old school kung fu stuff. I need to continue to mine.
Yeah, I'm stunned you haven't seen it. But
No.
yeah, when Sammo Bruce Lee's at the end and does the nunchucks and all that, it's a riot. It's so funny, man. End of the Wicked Tiger. Have either of you seen the movie The 7 Lucky Ninja Kids?
There's like 50 million of these movies out there. I haven't even heard of some of these.
I've seen clips. I don't know if that's the same movie, though. You're right. Because I've seen clips of these little kids doing fighting and shit. But it immediately reminded me of 3 Ninjas. And I wonder if whoever made 3 Ninjas copied these series of movies. Because it was very similar. Very similar. So, but I don't know there were 7 of them. Like, shit. That's an army.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so many old school kung fu, man, that I have not seen and I own and I need to revisit. And there's a lot of stuff on Amazon Prime, and I'm just like, I don't know where to start.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many fucking movies, man. Now, what were those Brazilian action films you told me that I need to watch or I'm gonna die?
Oh, well. You haven't received that package yet, have you?
Oh shit! Did I ruin it?
I had to tell you.
Sorry.
It should be there by tomorrow.
Oh shit, dude! That's what you got me for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! You rock. Hey,
Yeah.
hey! You can see my reaction Thanks, man. Wow, big reveal, chat. My buddy Eric got me 2 badass. Watch them or you will die. Because they're badass action films from Brazil that I keep failing to watch.
Yeah, the Elite Squad films.
Thank you so much, brother, for buying that for the old samurai, man. Thank you. Hey, you saw my reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, live in front of the world. Thanks, man. I'm gonna go back to the post office tomorrow. Check it out. I'll let you know when I get them, though. Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really nice, man.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh, here we go. Phat Samurai, what's your worst and best movie theater experience? Do you have one, Eric?
Oh, yeah. I was in New York City for some reason on business or something, and I stayed the weekend. I think it was Headshot that came out.
Okay.
I'm sitting there in the theater. I'm in like the back, kind of middle to back, kind of a smaller theater. And some lady gets up like a half hour into the film. The film's playing.
Okay.
Lady gets up in the front row, turns around to the crowd, and starts taking flash pictures of her kids watching the movie.
Are you fucking serious?
So you'd be watching, and all of a sudden this huge flash will go off, and everybody's like, it happened once. It happened twice.
Wow.
2 big dudes stood up, and they said, lady, put the effing camera down.
Yeah, nice.
And that's what she did.
Nice.
I couldn't believe somebody would do something like that.
Wow.
I could not believe it.
I'm stunned. I am stunned. Wow.
That's the worst one.
At least somebody stood up, because usually in that scenario they won't, because it involves a female and kids, and they're like, they won't. So it was nice that somebody stood up and said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Wow, that's terrible, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since I'll bring it up again. I made a whole video about this. You can find it on the channel. But I'll just bring it up since we were talking about Seagal earlier today. So here's a nice little movie. If you haven't heard this already, here's a nice little movie theater experience story for you guys. So, long time ago, a movie came out called Under Siege 2, Electric Boogaloo. It came out, dark territory. And I was still at that time kind of underage. And my household is very, very strict. Okay, it was very strict growing up. Now I'm buck wild. I don't give a fuck now. Now I love movies like a Serbian film and shit. So that's a good job, mom and dad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kidding. So my dad's like, "Hey, son, let's go out and see an action film, right?" So we like Seagal, right? So we go out there. Now, keep in mind, I'm not making this up. Keep in mind, we did not tell my mom what movie we were going to see. We did not tell her what time the movie was going to start. We did not tell her what theater we were going to. And there was multiple theaters in our area. Okay? Me and my dad go to the movies. Like, "Oh, we're going out, Mom." That's it. That's all we said, right? We go. I don't know how she found out. Till to this day, I have no idea how she found out. Dad was taking me to an R-rated movie. So we go sit down in the theater, watching the movie, enjoying it. 20 minutes go by. 20 minutes go by, and you hear loud inside the theater, my mom going, "Where is he? Where is he?" And me and my dad were like, you know when you're like really embarrassed, you start sinking down in your seat like this. My mom came down there and she was like yelling at him, "How dare you take him to this type of movie? Dude, I'm not making this up, Chad. I'm not making this up." And I was so embarrassed that I'm watching the movie and there's no existence over here. Like, I'm not even looking to my left. There's another the what is it? The further on the side of me. Like, I don't know these people. Like, I don't know what's going on over there. I'm gonna watch the movie, right? And then that's it. I just stared straight ahead. Then my mom came and sat behind us, And she watched the movie with us for like 15 to 20 minutes. And then I guess she realized that it was a dumb, harmless action movie. And it wasn't like my dad was taking me to fucking porn film. Right? And then she got up and went back home. So imagine that ride home with my dad, where we're completely quiet, driving home. And I'm just sitting there, like, I had my cap on me. I was just like, I couldn't even talk. But the funny thing is, we ended up liking the movie.
Yeah, it's a pretty good flick.
Love my mother; she's great. Yeah. But just think about that, you guys. What are the chances of that happening? What are the chances of that happening? And she didn't even pay. She didn't even pay to get in the theater. They let her in. She's like, I'm here to get my son, my husband. They let her in. She could have been lying. Yeah, so there's a funny, hilarious, and a ridiculously embarrassing theater storyline for you guys. So enjoy. Oh, man. Any other topics? Anything else you want to go over, brother? What's up, Steven? It's cracking. Here we go. Shaw Claw's got something. Here we go. My worst movie experience is The Matrix. Halfway through, the screen blacked out because of the storm outside, and we got our refund and finished the movie the next day. Nice. Now, this happened to us. We went to go see Michael Bay's Transformers, the first movie, the only good one. So we went to go see that we could kind of get through if we watch it now. It's not like great, but So we went to go see it. We stood in this long ass line. This was opening day, long ass line. We go in there, sit down. The whole movie is fine. And right at the end finale, where he gives Sam the Matrix, and the Sam does his big, no victory, whatever the fuck, no retreat, no surrender speech. And Autobots covering out whole theater. Let me know if I'm back.
Not yet.
Okay.
Now you're back.
Okay. The whole theater erupted. Boom! Fuck this shit! Like everything went black.
Oh.
And guess what? They couldn't get the electricity back on because the whole block went out. So we're stuck there, not wondering how the movie's going to end. So we ended up going to another theater, paying for the movie again. Had to wait in another long-ass line just to see the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Here's another Matrix-related story.
Do it.
I went to see Matrix Reloaded, midnight screening, right? I'm sitting there, and, it's about 10 minutes before the trailer starts. Some dude it comes up the stairs, up to the theater with two buddies carrying him. He couldn't put any weight on his right leg. And they were meeting some of his buddies behind me. And one of his buddies was like, hey, man, what happened? He's like, I blew out my knee playing hockey. They're like, dude, go to the hospital. He goes, after the movie. I was like, man, that's dedication.
It was Matrix in its prime hype.
Yeah, that was a big time release.
Yeah, no one's going to miss that sequel.
No.
Now, how big of a fan are you? Be honest. You're on the Phat Samurai Guy channel. We're always honest here. Be honest, what are your thoughts on the Matrix trilogy? And there's a reason why I'm asking you.
Well, I was basically obsessed with the first film when it came out.
As it was everyone.
Yeah, I loved it. The second film, it took me a while to come to terms with it not being as good as the first, because I hyped myself up.
Okay.
But I did enjoy the second half of Reloaded a lot more than the first half, and I like the ending.
Oh, the freeway action sequences is still holds up.
Yeah, and I like the ending. I like how they turned everything right on its head. I'm like, okay, well, where do you go from here?
Right. And
then the third film was a little bit more balanced. It didn't have like an incredibly boring first hour like the second film had, but the ending I just did not like. I didn't like how it culminated at the end of the final one. So And again, it took me a while to come to terms with that, but it kind of, looking back on it, did kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth at the end of the third film.
I'm wondering where they're going to go now with the fourth movie coming out soon.
The weird thing is I'm not that excited for it for some reason.
The only thing I'm excited for is we get to see another Keanu Reeves action movie.
Yeah.
That's about it, really. But the only reason I'm asking is because we're thinking about doing a future stream, me, you, and me and Retro Leo, and we're going to talk about the Matrix movies. Maybe we can bring you along if you're interested. If not, it's all good.
Oh yeah, those are big. I have the old DVD box set with all the Animatrix and the philosopher commentaries and all that stuff.
But
so
I kind of feel like we're on the same board so far with how you like the movies. I kind of feel like the same way you are. But it'd be interesting just to have another voice there and to talk about the films. But Retro Leo absolutely loves and adores those movies, even and defends the third one too. So it'd be interesting to hear another flip side of it, of somebody defending even the third movie, defending Colonel Sanders showing up in the second movie. That was the first time where I was in the theater, dude, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I'm looking around at the audience like, does anybody know what the fuck is going on right now? I'm not an asshole. I'm always polite when I go to the theater. That was this close for screaming and yelling out, what the fuck is happening? I was this close. I didn't do it. But yeah, man, I'll keep you in touch. I'll keep in touch with you. You know what's up, and we'll because that'll be a fun discussion.
I'll have to rewatch them again just to refresh my memory.
Dude, it's been so long.
I mean, I watched the first one like 100 times, but it's still been like 10 years.
The Animatrix one.
I only seen it once, even though I have it. I got to rewatch that again too. But I remember it was like some good stuff and some not so good stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting. It was interesting. We have Rit Weed here says the third one was just bad. Hey, I can't disagree, man. I can't. I think one of the main reasons I didn't like the ending for the third one was that, oh, well, thank you, Keanu Reeves, for getting rid of the Agent Smith virus for us. As of right now, we won't keep destroying it.
Right.
You know, we may come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, you know, and then we're all celebrating like we won. I'm like, no. I don't know. Maybe with the fourth movie, they'll write themselves out of it to where it makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fat Samurai Guy, make a video of the Seagal bad fight editing. I'm tempted. You never know. You never know what'll happen in the future.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, brother? I'm getting hungry. How about you?
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I want some of that Korean barbecue you got over there, man.
Yeah.
I gotta settle for eating healthy over here. Yeah. Oh well. I gotta get that Eric stomach.
My one pack.
Oh, well, this is fun, man. This was fun. We'll definitely be doing more of these. Thank you, chat, for hanging out. We have 30 people hanging with us, man. This is awesome. Thanks again for hanging out with the old samurai and the Asian movie enthusiasts. Don't forget, Kill Switch is really that bad. And also, don't forget to head over to Eric's channel this Wednesday, where we're going to discuss Buy Bust. That was his challenge to me. Ooh, I have no idea how I'm going to react to this, man. I don't know.
Either. I don't either. It'll be very interesting.
I think two things are going to happen. No, sorry, spoilers. Thanks, Briscoe. Two things are going to happen. I'm going to get pissed off and really frustrated, or it's all right.
Yeah,
The good outweighs the bad.
Yeah.
But will it?
What if it's worse than Kill Switch? What would you do?
Oh, I would burn it. I would burn the disc live and upload that video up to YouTube. I would do it. I would definitely do it. But yeah, good times, Egg Shen. Thanks for hanging out. All right, guys. Until next time, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. And stay away from Kill Switch. It's bad for you. All right, man. Take care.
Take it easy.